Hello everyone, Seraphin here. Welcome back for more Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. When I last left you guys, we just finished up Chapter 11, and moving on now to Chapter 12, A Strange Land. A strange land being water. I find that water makes very strange land. Well, we are finally... they're happy to have the sea under their feet? That seems a little contradictory to most people. According to Captain Nasir, the voyage will take 2 months. Wow. It's a long time. But yeah, we're taking the longest route possible around the entire left side of the continent. But thankfully, it's smooth sailing because we've got good weather. That's good. So we make it about halfway. Looks like we're on the border of... oh, we're getting close to those Laguz nations. The seas belong to Phoenicus and Kilvis. Is that how you pronounce that? Phoenicus? That's how I pronounce it. Phoenicus and Kilvis, the kingdoms of bird tribes. Yes, Phoenicus is the Hawk tribe hometown, and Kilvis is the Raven tribe. Excuse me. Yes, so they because they can fly, they just, do pirate raids from the air on these unsuspecting ships. Yes, and then the continent contains the realm of the Dragon tribe, Goldoa, which we're also traveling along the coast of. Yes, Tharby dragons. Holy crap. That being said, they are very much an isolationist country. They're kind of like feudal Japan, where they just cut themselves off from everybody else, and they don't trade, they don't interact, they don't do anything. And no one knows a whole lot about the Dragon Tribe as a result of that. And we're driving right through the midst of all three of them. That'll be fun. I'm sure nothing bad will go wrong at all. I'm assuming the strange land they're referring to is the one we're traveling through right now, but who knows? You've been moping around ever since we came on board. For a month? He's been moping for a month? You never even get regular sick. It's still bugging him. Yeah, that's to be fair, it'd be bugging me too. Mm. It's a fair point. People fear what they don't understand. Huh. Oh, here comes Nasir. Why are you here? Why do you associate with the Laguz? He is one. Ah, well, that's interesting. I don't see a tail or anything. He does have pointy ears. Huh. That's a fair point. Apparently Nasir is very optimistic. It will be tested. Yeah, that's a fair point. Talking to you is hard work. Okay, well, now let's see what happens. Well, here's Soren again. How'd we do? Yeah, we did okay. MVP Nephany, yeah, that's probably accurate. Considering, what, she killed the boss and that dude in front of the ship? Alright, well here we are at the base. Let's see what we got to talk about. A boy. I wonder what this boy has to do. Uh-oh. A stowaway. Interesting. Uh. I thought you were gonna break my face. His name is Soth. He's a thief, but I didn't come on board this ship to steal anything. Interesting. He always looks like that. He kind of has, like, resting face. So he's looking for someone in Begnion. We're not related by blood, but we're family. I mean, whatever, sure. Well, now we have another thief. We'll talk about him momentarily. Oh, hey, Volk's here. She thinks you're dying of hunger. Listen, land, big. Ship, small. That's a fair point. I can sympathize with Volk here. I should just tell Mist he's dead. Oh, hey, it's Zyhark. Is there some other reason that you're defending Laguz? And he's like, huh? I don't know what you mean. Zyhark's like, I don't want to talk about it. And I don't think we ever get any more clarification than that. Maybe in his support conversations, but considering I never watched them, I don't tend to use Zyhark all that much, let alone support him. So, oh, here's Ilyana. She's seasick. Go figure. She left home 4 years ago. What is she, like, 15 right now? Like... Oh, lovely. I get that a lot. Aren't they, though? Where did she learn magic, then? And now she's hungry. That sounds like Ilyana. She's always hungry. At any rate, let's see what we can do for supports. Anybody? Not anybody of consequence. So, that's unfortunate. Support conversations do take a little while to build up, but thankfully, again, it's by chapter and not by standing next to one another, so... we're not gonna need... We don't really need a lot of this stuff, to be honest. Probably should just stick with... No, he can keep all that stuff. That's fine. We're not gonna be using Zyhark, so I'm just gonna put all this stuff away. He did have a killing edge. I think I'm gonna give that to Mia. She can't use it yet, though. That's a problem. She doesn't need this Armor Slayer for the time being. I think we're good everywhere. Marcia can't even use this Killer Lance? What's her D rank? Okay, well, that's not awful, I guess. Draco Shield. I'm trying to think of who might be... I think I might honestly give that to Boyd, if I'm being totally honest. Look, 2 free heal staffs. Oh yeah, so here's Soth, by the way. Soth is a level 1 thief. He's actually almost as fast as Volk already, which is hilarious. That being said, Volk is... Well, I'm sorry, not Volk. Soth here comes with a skill called Blossom. So he doesn't grow very fast, but his growth rates are stupidly high as a result. This skill just enhances them further. So if you bother to use Soth, he will grow incredibly quickly and have very good stats all around. However, he cannot promote. Just like the Binding Blade Thieves, which you guys haven't seen, but in the original Binding Blade, Thieves cannot promote. They're stuck at level 20. Once they reach there, they don't go anywhere else. That's the same thing with Soth. So you can make him level 20 Thief, but that's all he gets to do, is become a Thief, and his stats are all capped at 20. I think, actually, his resistance is capped at like 15 or something, so... And his luck's kept at 40, because everybody's luck is capped at 40. So yeah, if you want a Thief that grows quickly, that grows very well, but very slowly, Soth your guy. Otherwise, just stick with Volk, because he's already level 10. But honestly, we probably won't be using Soth. There's not really any point to. He doesn't, like I said, he doesn't promote. He's not even all that good compared to Volk, because Volk's already good. But we do get a free knife out of him. That's cool, I guess. So there's that. At any rate, we do want to give some experience to Marcia, because I want to get her bumped up like the rest of my army, and I neglected to do that last time. So why don't we go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and save first and foremost, though, in case things hit the fan. So I think we're good on the outfitting, so let's give Marcia some much-needed bonus experience. So because she's only 8 experience away from leveling up, that's all she needs to reach the next level. Which is nice, because then I don't have to waste quite as much on her. Get some good growth, lady. Defense and res, I'll take that. Certainly does not hurt to have a Pegasus Knight with some halfway decent defenses, because Lord knows they get into a lot of spats a lot. They're generally supposed to be more reliant on their speed, but that's okay. I can live without that for a little while. More experience points. Just shovel them on. Alright, lady, you start getting strength here. This is starting to get ridiculous. Let's give a couple more levels, I think. I've got plenty of experience to spare, thankfully, but I want to save some for when I might need it later. There was some strength. That's good. I want to get her to double digits if I can at all help it. Maybe if she can get to, like, Mia tier, then I can rely on her a little bit more. This puts her at, what, level 11? There's some more strength. There we go. And more speed. Good. Let's go one more level. Level 12. That should be good enough, right? And then I can start using her a little bit more competently. I'd like some strength. Just speed. Well, that's better than nothing. Yeah, that's not too bad. Her weapon rank is going to be an issue, though, but we can work on that as we go on here. So, yeah, it's not awful. It's not great either, but it's not awful. So I think we'll stick with that. At any rate, let us get going, shall we? We're being followed by pirates. Oh, good. Look up. Oh, good. Birds. Ravens from Kilvis. Their black wings are an ill omen to all who see them. They're really flying. Wow. Let's see if we can outrun them. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting choice. Winged pirates. How am I supposed to fight against that? Uh-oh, what the heck was that? We've run aground. That's not good. Pull the ship free. How are they going to do that? Like, this ship is big. More importantly, how did we run into a... I don't even know. That's a mess. And here come all the burbs. Seeker? Interesting. Won't be long until Phoenix or Goldoa take an interest in what's happening here. Oh, good. Well, here we are, stuck on a ship, and we're getting attacked by ravens. Bird tribes are vulnerable to wind magic. And bows, because they also fly. So wind and bows. So Soren's going to be especially useful here, I think. Everyone stay together. That's definitely the best way to handle this map, because they can fly and we can't. We do have Marcia, thankfully, but she's just one unit, so... we only get 10 units for this. We want Marcia for sure. I don't know that we don't want Zyhart, never mind. We're going to bring Kieran, I think, because he's pretty tanky. Honestly, Oscar and Boyd are really high level already, so I might not bring them just because I don't want to overdo it. Ilyana might be helpful because I don't think they have very high resistance, but she's also not going to be doubling any of them. Mia definitely will. Well, maybe. They're really fast, too. I don't want to bring more than one healer, if I'm being totally honest, so we're going to leave Mist behind so I can bring Volk, because there's going to be stuff for me to steal. At least I think there is. Let me take a look real quick. So here we have a Raven. They're not super on the strong side, but they are very fast, as you can see here. And these ones have Lagoo stones. There's a coin that I can get. Oh, delightful. I wonder what that's for. It's 1 gold. It's literally 1 gold. These actually do have some use, though, outside of them being worth 1 gold. We'll talk about that some other time. This one's a little bulkier, as you can see here. 10 defense, 15 speed, 10... wow, that's pretty good. They're all over the place, by the way. Down here, another one with a coin. This one over here, another one with a... Man, they have a lot of coins, don't they? Ooh, that one drops a Seraph Robe. Nice. That'll be helpful. Is there any up here? I know more of them will fly in after the fact, but the boss guy is right here. This is Seeker. He is using something called a Demi-Band, or a Demi-Band. So this allows him to remain in Lagoo's form the entire time. However, as you can see, it slightly cuts into his overall strength. All of his stats are slightly reduced. That being said, to be able to stay in Lagoo's form the whole time for that small of a penalty really isn't that drastic, and I don't see why you wouldn't always want to do that. Sadly, he does not drop the thing. He does drop a blue gem, though, which is worth 5,000 gold, and he has an elixir on him that we can steal. So we're definitely going to want to have Volk around for him. And as for our team composition here, Marcia can fly, which is helpful, so she can stave some of them off and get around very quickly. But other than that, she might be able to double. No, I guess she can't double. She only has she's only 3 speed higher than the lowest one I've seen. So if she levels up once and gets more speed, she'll be able to double them. But who knows if that'll happen. We're definitely going to be using Kieran as kind of a wall because he's got halfway decent defense. I might feed that Draco Shield to Boyd, just to bump his defense up some more. And Neffany's got 12 defense, actually. Marcia also has 10. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and give Boyd that Draco Shield, I think. He could definitely do with some extra defense. Draco Shield. Statue Frag, is that worth giving him too? Not equip. Oh, I guess I can't use it from the screen. You can in Radiant Dawn, but not this one. That's weird. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save real quick. And then let us dive... Well, I gotta reposition again still, don't I? No, I think this is an okay situation we got here. We'll figure it all out. So let's go ahead and get this party started. So, as you can see, because these guys are flying, they have a stupidly long range. And we gotta be careful. So they can't actually attack from the side of the ship. They need to be on the deck to hit anybody in melee, as you can see here. So these 2 squares, for example, are not considered in melee. You need to have range to attack from the ship, off the ship. So in order for this bird to get to us, it has to land on the deck first. And if we block it from doing that, it actually can't reach anybody. But we don't necessarily want to do that. So we're just going to hold Boyd right here with his Iron Axe and give him his Draco Shield. And let this guy come at me. We got another one over here that can hit substantially more people on the deck, potentially speaking. But we're going to form a phalanx of sorts. We're going to put Ilyana and Soren around the rest of our forces here so they don't get hit. We're going to have Riss right there to protect, I guess, protect himself. We don't really need Mia to protect anybody at this juncture, but we're going to put Marcia right here. And Neffany over here. Give her her Dauntless Lance, and I think we're good to go right here. So we're just going to let them come to us first, and then deal with them as they come. And Ike actually has a Lagoo's Slayer, so that'll be coming handy, I think. Alright, I think we're ready to go, so let's let them get at us and see how this goes. So our objective is to rout the enemy, but obviously we have to wait for them to come to us before we can do that, which is fine. There's not that many of them. This is not a long chapter, but there's a lot of story exposition to be found in this one, so... especially after we complete the battle. So don't be amazed that this chapter takes a little longer than it otherwise looks like it should. And again, we have to wait for the birds to get on the deck before we can hit them, so... Thankfully, I think Boyd is fast enough to not get doubled by this guy. Burbs are very, very fast, especially the Ravens. I think their speed tops out at like 40 or something, if they're max level. So they are insanely fast. And as a result, they're usually very hard to hit, which is problematic, as you might imagine. Excuse me. We're going to have Kieran take a swipe at this here Burb. I only brought one healer, but that's okay. We don't need more than one, I don't think. Although Kieran's kind of getting messed up a little bit here. He's okay for now. He's not taking that much damage, so... Now the question is... Do I have Marsha get the kill or Ilyana? I guess Marsha can have it. And she does just enough damage to land the hit. Excuse me. So down she goes. By she, I of course mean the bird. I don't strictly know that it is a female, but you never know. We got more birds coming up this side. Looks like Soren could potentially be hit here, which we don't want to happen, so we're going to put him on the other side of Kieran there. And this guy here is going to need to be dealt with. I think I might have Ike come hit him with his Laguz Slayer, which would kill him. Is there any point in me doing that, or could I have Mia take him out instead? She won't double. Can Volk finish him off if I do that? No, he cannot. Well, how about I have Boyd lay into him a little bit first. We'll heal him up with Riss, and then I'll have Mia get the kill. It seems like a reasonable situation. Ow. Really glad I gave him that Draco shield, otherwise I'd be down half health already from 2 hits. Get some more defense, Boyd. Luck and resistance. Interesting choice. Alright, so we're going to have Mia get the kill here. I didn't bother to check if that guy had anything to steal. I think he did have a coin. Darn it. Well, that's my mistake. Weapon level up for Mia. Now she can use that killing edge. That's awesome. Which one of them? Yeah, that guy totally had the coin that I had to steal. That's okay. That's just a coin. Like I said, they do have a use in Radiant Dawn, believe it or not. They don't in this game, but strangely enough, any coins that you collect in this game when you do a data transfer will carry over to Radiant Dawn. And they do have a use in that game. But again, we're going to talk about that some other time because there's no point in doing it right now because they don't do anything. Needless to say, they're nice to have. They're not essential or anything. So don't feel like you have to go out of your way to collect a whole bunch of them, because you'll only end up using maybe a handful depending on how often they will be able to be used. But we'll talk about that some other time. Marsha's got halfway decent defense, thankfully. But she can't land a hit on this stupid burb to save her life. And that burb is not attacking for some reason. Oh, geez, that one got in range of Soren. I didn't even notice that. Thankfully, Soren's fast enough to not get doubled, I'm pretty sure, even with that Elwind. And he's going to crit this bird and kill him in one shot. Wrecked. Goodbye, Mr. Burb. Yeah, Soren is invaluable in this chapter, especially if he's got halfway decent magic, because he chews through these birds like there's nobody's business with his Elwind. And we got a coin. And what do we have here? Giant birds? Oh, hey, it's Jill. Awesome. I wonder what she's here for. It looks like she's trying to defeat some half-breeds, which she calls, or what she refers to Laguz as. Awesome. But that being said, looks like she's actually making her way up toward us. That sounds like fun, but we're going to check a little more into that in the next episode. So thank you very much for joining me up to this point. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, this is not a long chapter, but I don't want to risk the next one going over too long, so we're going to go ahead and call it right here, and we'll pick up with the rest of this chapter next time. So until then, as I said, thank you very much for watching. This has been Seraphin. Stay classy, internets.